Hi guys, this is Shy Hard Nerd J5 here, and welcome to my first character video. What I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be talking about the different characters that I've been working on various different projects, or just for fun. So I'm looking forward to running you guys through on the characters one by one, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get into it. So I've been working on my main story project for a while now, and for a while, the main character was going to be Drogon, my main guy for my channel, and pretty much how I express myself throughout my channel and my Instagram. And for a while, Drogon was going to be the main character for my story. However, it turned out that when it came to Drogon as one of the main leads in the story, it turned out he wouldn't come off enough. There's not enough range for him, which through different discussions with myself and different people, eventually I had to decide to not make Drogon the main character. In fact, had to make him not part of the whole story of itself, which was very sad. Very it was a tough decision, but I feel like it has made a better impact now. So one of the main characters now is a character called Billy. He's well, if you've seen my Instagram, then you would have seen that I've posted about him and how I created him step by step. If you haven't, then go to my Instagram, then you can have a look. But how he originally started, I wanted something to represent Wales, where I live. So I thought about it for a while, and I thought, classic sheep, you can't go wrong with a sheep. But I just wanted to do something that really represents Wales. So originally, he was a sheep in a little red Welsh dragon hoodie, which worked for a while. People liked him, but as it went on, I was looking at him and I thought, it looks good, but it's not screaming what I would want in one of the characters in my story. So after different trials and errors, I eventually came down with the design that I wanted based around the story plot. So now he's a little taller, and he wears like a purple hoodie or poncho. I don't know. Sort of like something like a wizard would wear. I gave him longer horns. Gave him purple tips because he's based around magic. I also included a little gold bell because I thought that'd be cute. When it came to the eyes, I was debating on what I wanted to do with the eyes. And through a while, I then decided it'd be interesting to have a character where there will be times where you could see under the eyes, but most of the time it's covered by the wool over his eyes. Like one of those characters where you don't see the eyes, but there will be times where you would get glimpses under the hair to see his eyes. So I'll eventually post about what his eyes look like eventually. But what I want to discuss is what he can do, what he's capable of, what I'm hoping to do with him as one of the main characters of my story plot. But I'm looking forward to it, so let me explain. Billy is part of a race of creatures called Minikais that live on a different world, a vast ocean world. I haven't come up with a name for it yet, but on that world there are scattered islands everywhere, kind of like our world, but it's mostly made up of a lot of small islands and just vast oceans. And the island that Billy lives on is an island made up of the 4 seasons. Literally, the island is one whole island, but sectioned into 4 different areas that represent different parts of the seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And I've named the island Pedwar Island. Pedwar meaning 4 in Welsh. Trying to keep the Welsh theme going. He lives on the spring side of the island, and he specializes in fielding, he specializes in farming, you know, kind of keeping to the theme of like shepherd-like. But of course he has the power of magic, so he has the power to create fluff balls, kind of like fluffy, kind of floating fluff balls. However, some of them have more surprises in them than you expect, kind of like unexpected attacks. So for example, if he can conjure up a fluff ball and throw it at his target, it could turn out that the fluff ball has, I don't know, metal spikes in it, or a flower. So it's that whole suspense that you don't know what you're flinging at your opponent. It's a surprise attack. Personality-wise, he's very calm, he's very lively, he's got that very shepherd-like vibe, you know, very in tune with nature, very friendly-like, but also knows how to defend himself, get into a scrap if needed. Very sort of tough generation-like thing. It's hard to say, as I've already explained. When it comes to how I explain it, it comes off sometimes I'm not saying it right, even though I've got a script right here, if you can. I've got a script right here, and I'm trying to keep to the script, but I always find myself drifting off. Anyway, his role in the story is that he will be one of the main characters alongside the human characters that I'm designing. So it's like you got this whole bunch of main characters, but you got like the main three main characters, and he's one of the main three. And it's with him and the two humans. They'll be the ones who will be leading everybody towards the eventual end and the mission and the main goal of the entire story. As I've been building them up, I've been really excited to see how I eventually shape them into their final big conclusion. And it's a little difficult, stressful, I won't lie, but I'm really enjoying doing it, and it does make me feel good inside to know that I'm trying to build something. It is hard sometimes, I can get down on myself, but I'm still moving forward and working on Billy and the others. I cannot wait to see the final outcome. One of the things I'm also trying to think of is like how the characters would sound. So for example, when I think of Billy, the only thing I could think of is that I would like him to have like a proper Welsh voice. Like, you know, like deep, maybe not. What I want is that I wanted to have like a proper Welsh voice. And I can't think of a lot of examples of an example of a proper Welsh voice. The only one I can think of is from a video game. I can't remember what it was called, but I remember there's a character called Mr. Drippy, and he was voiced by a proper Welshman who had such range and a deep voice that had a lot of impact. I'll probably use him as an example at the end of the video, just for you to understand of how I would imagine Billy to sound. That's the end of the video. It's one of my first short videos, so if you like to see more, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. I would love to hear you guys' feedback, and if you want to be notified for any future videos, click on the bell icon down below and you'll be updated with any future videos that are released. So I'm planning to try and stick to my posting on Sundays, that way you can see it throughout the week. But I'm slowly starting to get the idea of a routine and how to create the videos and get them out sooner so that you can watch them. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time, and looking forward to hearing what you think. Alright, see you later.
On with the show!
Okay.
See, it's like this, see? What it is there's more worlds out there than this one by here. There's what you might call parallel worlds, see? They're like worlds along by the side of your one. And one of those worlds is my world. That's right, a whole nother world.